Alright, so in this video I want to share with you the 5 big mistakes that network marketers make when building their business. Okay, so my name is Frazer Brookes. So before I get into this video on teaching you and sharing with you the biggest mistakes that people make in network marketing, I would love for you to smash the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and then leave me a comment once we're done here so that I know that you got value from this episode. So let's go into the 5 big mistakes. So mistake number 1 that network marketers make is they think that the money is all in the list. Now, the list is important. Right? You get started in network marketing, you get your piece of paper and a pen, your upline says, write a list of everyone, all the names and numbers of everyone you know. That's amazing. But the money is not in the list, the money is in the skills that you create from the list. Some people, a very small percentage of people in network marketing, make money from their friends and family, and that's great. You should do it, you should absolutely definitely do it, and you shouldn't skip it. But network marketing is a stranger's business. It's strangers into friends, friends into family. And the mistake people make is they go through the list, they have no success, they get hated from their uncle, their auntie, their brother, their sister, their mum, their dad, and they want to quit because they think, well, if people who know me don't want to do it, then I'm never going to get people who don't know me. Go to any number 1 income earner and tell them what percentage of your organization are made up of your friends and your family in general. They will probably say less than 0.001%. Kind of crazy. All right, so number 2 is don't be a Spamela Anderson. Don't be a spammy Pammy. Don't go out there once you've gone through your list and just start hammering people like, oh, it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game if you play the game right. So the majority of people who don't understand how to play the game right, they'll go out there and they will just kind of go like, ooh, Bob is a like-minded individual. Hey, Bob, I noticed that we are like-minded individuals. Like, you should join my business. Click this link. No, that doesn't work, right? And if it does, it's not duplicable. People aren't going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So instead, you need to go out there, you build friendships, then relationships, and then you see who has the entrepreneurship to create a partnership, right? Okay, so it's a process. If you want more information on that, I'll leave a link in the description so you can get my book, I Dare You, because it's a step-by-step blueprint and guide on how you can do that on social media. All right, the 3rd tip is the fortune is in the follow-ups, not the follow-up. Now, there's a lot of people in network marketing, especially like the mentors, the uplines, and they're amazing. They teach you everything that you need to know. And the fortune is in the follow-up, yes, but you have to understand and appreciate that it's plural. I don't know anyone who's made a fortune just by following up once. The majority of people will say no the first time, and yes, because we've got the fear of rejection, the idea of returning back to someone who's already said no to get a guaranteed bit of rejection, it's hard. I get it, I've been there. But my dad followed up with me 16 times before I said yes. The fortune is in the follow-ups, so make sure that you follow up like month after month or every 3 months. Right, every 3 months. Like they say no, 3 months later, I invite them again. They say no, 3 months later, invite them again. They say no, 3 months later, you invite them again. They say yeah. Actually, how did you know my job? Just lost my job and COVID hit and the pandemic and all that. Yeah, help me out. All right, so number 4, big mistake number 4 is listening to people who aren't successful or listening to people who are not involved in what you're doing. We've got Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob's on your list and you're like, oh, Uncle Bob, yeah, he'd be well up for this. I mean, he's not really had any success in his life before, and he's just me Uncle Bob. I love watching the football, me Uncle Bob. I love going to the movies with my Uncle Bob. When Uncle Bob comes round for dinner, it's always a good laugh because he's a lad. He's a proper good laugh, this lad. And he comes round and you invite him. You invite him to the presentation. He goes, oh, you haven't got involved in one of them things, have you? You haven't got involved in one of those pyramid things. You haven't got involved in one of those network marketing things, have you? And you're like, yeah, I have. Why? He says, oh, they don't work for people like you and I. They don't work in general. They did it. Why are you listening to him if he's never had the success? Why? Why? If you wanted to learn to become a golfer, I mean, I'm using a spatula here because it's in a pot right next to me, but if you wanted to become a golfer, would you go to someone who's never played golf before and go, hello, I want to learn how to play golf. Can you help me out, please? No. Why would you do that? You go to a professional. You go to someone who's better than you. You go to someone who's in the position where you want to be in. All right? So, number 4, don't listen to people who are not successful or even in your field. And biggest mistake number 5 is when you let other people's commitment levels dictate your own energy levels. What do I mean by this? Now, for those of you who haven't got a team, and you maybe not be able to relate to this, but when you have got a team and you're super committed, you're like, I'm going to the top, I don't care what it takes, this is my future, this is my vehicle, this is my career, everything's amazing. And then someone in your team goes, yeah, I can't really be bothered doing it this week. Or nah, I'm gonna take the entire December off. Or nah, it's not really fun. I'm just gonna work a few hours. Don't let their commitment levels dictate your energy levels. When someone comes to you and they're like, yeah, it's not really for me, don't let that affect you. It's a big mistake. You know, you build a team of 10 people and then 8 of them quit because that's natural. You got 2 left and you're all thinking, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this isn't for me because 80% of them aren't committed as I am. Don't let that affect you. So, if you've got value from these 5 mistakes, please do me a massive favor. Smash that subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up. But I want to hear from you. I want you to let me know what your biggest takeaway was, what your biggest lesson was, what the biggest mistake that you can resonate was. Because when I get back home to Dubai, I'm going to be sharing some of your top comments in future videos. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.